So today I'm going to be giving my own personal rank on the Harry Potter books from my perspective. Obviously, this is only my opinion, so if you don't agree, that's totally fine. I definitely want to hear your guys' ranks as well in the comments below. But anyway, this is going to go from my least favorite to my most favorite, and this is just the books. I'll probably make another video about my rankings of the movie soon. Also, before we begin, I just wanted to say that I love all these books, and they're my favorite books of all time, so even the ones that fall below in the ranking are still, like, really, really good, and you should definitely read them. This was a super hard task to rank them because I love them all so much in different ways, but, I mean, that's also what made it fun. So here we go. Number 7, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. There was so much I loved about this book. Like, first off, it's Harry Potter, so of course I'm going to love it. Next, I really, really liked how it was kind of like a crime thriller mystery sort of theme. So it's super suspenseful with that kind of like who opened up the Chamber of Secrets thing going on. I mean, come on. We get introduced to Dobby, and Dobby's the best. Why this is my least favorite on the list, however, is because compared to the other books, it's more simple and childish. Like the darker themes in Voldemort are kind of absent in this book. So it's basically like the first one and has a slightly better plot, but still doesn't have the novelty or originality the first one gives. So like I said, I still love it, but this one takes me a little bit longer than the others to read because it's not as deep as the others. So this one falls out last for me. Number 6, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Stone if you live in America. I mean, come on, this one's classic. This is the one that started it all and is where the magic begins. It did an amazing job of introducing us to all the characters in Diagon Alley and Hogwarts, but that's just it. It's kind of like an introduction. So that being said, the plot is not that deep, and thematically, it's more simplistic than the later books, but does an excellent job of setting everything up. Number 5, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Okay, so Order of the Phoenix took me the longest to read. And yeah, it is the longest of the Harry Potter books, but I still found myself getting bored in some parts and found I could easily put it down versus the other ones. Even J.K. Rowling herself said she wishes she would have cut out some of the book. I think the movie did an excellent job of this and was actually better than the book in some scenes, like the Department of Mystery scene. The whole you'll never know love and friendship scene gets me every time. But part of this book just kind of dragged on, like when they're at Grimwald Place, for instance. Something else that annoys me is Cho Chang. Like, she's literally the worst. She's a complete ditz, and there's literally nothing to her. I'm not a Cho Chang fan. Another thing that bothers me about this book is Harry's anger management issues. Like, I know you may or may not have a piece of the Dark Lord's soul in you, but can you chill out a little bit? Like, stop shouting at your friends in Dumbledore who are trying to help you, obviously, and stop complaining on every page. That being said, I love a lot about this book. I really like the introduction of Bellatrix, Kreacher, Luna, Kingsley, Tonks, and the person we all love to hate, aka the worst villain of all, Umbridge. I love the whole Dumbledore's army idea and the development of the relationship between Sirius and Harry. Also, I love the whole Ministry versus Harry and Dumbledore denial, and the best is the ending scene at the Department of Mysteries in the Ministry of Magic. I completely love that part of the book. Overall, there was just a few things I didn't like about it, and there's a lot of things I did. To me, it's just still a lot deeper and darker than the first two, which is why it beats them out. The good makes up for the bad in this book, in my opinion. Number 4, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Okay, so now we're starting with the Harry Potter books that I literally stay up all night to read and can't put down category. The first of which is the Goblet of Fire. I just love, love, love this book. I thought there were so many amazing parts of this book, like the Quidditch Cup, an introduction to Death Eaters, the Triwizard Tournament, Spew, the Yule Ball, which is where we finally get to see some of the feelings between Ron and Hermione with jealousy, Victor Crumb, Fleur, and Cedric, as well as one of my favorite villains, Barty Crouch Jr., or Barty Crouch Jr. The pensieve also gets introduced, which is super sweet. Everything is just amazing, but I have to say my favorite part about this film is Barty Crouch Jr., my favorite part about this book is Barty Crouch Jr. and his backstory with his father and how he disguises himself, and of course the ending. When Voldemort returned and the whole graveyard Cedric scene happened, I literally was in goosebumps. That part is so, so, so good and so creepy. Like, the only one you've been reading about for 4 books finally returns, and Harry just escapes death barely. Overall, such a good book. Number 3, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Let me just say, I love, love, love this book. The Prisoner of Azkaban is like when everything changed in the Harry Potter series. This was no longer a happy kids book, but something much darker and deeper with themes such as sacrificial love, death, betrayal, and even some time travel. The whole Sirius Black thing is like such a great plot twist. Like, you think first he's some murdering Voldemort dangerous wizard hunting down Harry for some reason. Then psych, he's also Harry's godfather and the betrayer of James and Lily, or the reason they died. Then psych, nope, he's innocent. And Ron's pet for the last 3 movies turns out to be a creepy middle-aged man murdering psychopath. Like, it's so beyond good. I can't even. And I don't even want to get started with the whole like 12 year scene where they're like, 12 years, I've been in Azkaban. When you think Lupin and Black are on it together to kill Harry, it's so good. It gives me goosebumps. And then the Dementors are literally the scariest things, I think, in the entire Harry Potter series. Like, scarier than Voldemort himself. They suck out your soul, a fate worse than death. And I mean, come on. So many nightmares growing up with these things. And then time travel is so awesome, and like everything comes together perfectly in the end. They did this so well and was genius by J.K. Rowling. Number 2, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Yes, like this was so close to being number 1. I literally cannot put this book down once I picked it up. This is mainly because of 3 things. First, Voldemort is my favorite character, and this book goes most into depth about Voldemort and his backstory, and we really get to understand Tom Riddle on a deeper level. Plus, we learn about one of my favorite things, another genius moment by J.K. Rowling, Horcruxes. They make perfect sense, and so many things begin to fit together in terms of our favorite villain. The next reason I love this book so much is the Ron and Hermione love story drama. Like, they're my favorite couple of all time, and we really get to see their relationship and feelings come out, especially with jealousy, with the whole Cormac and Lavender getting thrown into the mix. And it's so cute that when Ron's jealous of Hermione for kissing Victor Crumb. Anyway, I always cry when Hermione cries after seeing Ron and Lavender kiss. It's just so good. Then I love the whole Snape and his backstory as the Half-Blood Prince and Dumbledore's death, which we think is Snape, but he's still actually good, but we don't know it, and we are just heartbroken. Other things I liked about this, one was Malfoy's like internal struggle, Slughorn, who is hilarious, and I just overall find this book really, really funny. Like with the Felix Felici scene, it just gets me every time. Then there's the Ginny and Harry, which in the book are also pretty cute, but let me repeat, in the book. In the movie, I just want to hide under my pillow at how awkward they are. Overall, it's just really dark and sets the stage perfectly for the last book. Which brings me to, drum roll please, number 1, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I mean, what can I even say besides I'm blown away, J.K. Rowling. Truly blown away. I bow down at your feet. How she perfectly tied everything together and everything made such perfect sense is beyond me. Like, this, to me, is only next to the Bible in terms of books. If I were to list all the reasons I love this book, I wouldn't be able to stop for days. So here's just a few. There's the whole concept of the 3 brothers in the Deathly Hallows, finding and destroying Horcruxes, and the whole Snape and Always thing, and how Snape is actually like the best character this whole time. And then Ron and Hermione finally kiss, and Harry dies and goes to purgatory and then comes back, and it ends with the most epic duel ever. It's just perfect, and the perfect ending of the perfect series, and I just love every minute of it. So that's my ranking, and guys, please remember to subscribe for more Harry Potter videos. Thanks, guys. Bye.